Let's see, bro. This is my phone. Let me disconnect things from here and connect them to my phone. And hey Siri, open YouTube. Whoa, whoa. The heck? Is it gonna show me that I'm live? Okay, so we have two live streams scheduled for today. Let me just cancel that one. Your details. Set it for tomorrow, I guess. There's a time. Okay, so we have time here. Set and save. Right. And I'll close this. I'll minimize this one. Go to After Effects and I think I'm gonna do here is this there. Okay, I hope it's visible now. Let me increase my audio a little bit. Okay, let's check. So in this live stream, I'm gonna first hide this. Okay, all the panels. Cancel this out. So in this live stream, we're gonna learn this thing, which is first script. Okay, first one two script only code. Okay, it's nothing, just few lines of code that perform specific task and disappear. Okay, and for this I'm gonna make a, let's say, example for the spelling. Example, create a shape layer and apply. Create a shape layer with hex code of hex code. यहाँ पे gonna put our hex code here. Okay, and apply fast box blur with amount of and set amount and set blur amount 50. Okay, so to create this, we're gonna copy this line. Okay, so now open our browser here. Wait, hide this one. Then open your Gemini. Go here, set advanced math and code, and let's write. I wanna make After Effects script that can perform this task for me on click. Okay, we're gonna paste our example here and let it do its work. Okay, so in script you don't have a script UI panel. Okay, so if you don't know what's the difference between script and script UI panel, so let me just show you. Okay, so I have this script here. Okay, let me dock it. So this is a script UI panel. Okay, and what we are creating is similar to this, but it won't be visible like this. Like it's just gonna be the code like this. Okay, now we're gonna copy this code and I will open VS Code. VS Code. Okay, then I will close this and I will open a folder. I will just go to documents and I will hit open, and here I will create a new file, script, file name it prime script live.csx. Okay, and I will paste this exact code here and save it. And if I go to my After Effects, go to project, go here, I will name it live stream. This one live. I will close this one. And from file, let's not from file. Let's see where is that. Okay, in file, you go to scripts, run script, and I'm gonna select my script, which is wait. We save this, so we have prime script live. This one, okay, acceptable. JavaScript. Okay, we have a extension column, I guess. Select CSX file you saved. This is CSX, right? A problem in this code. Wait a second. We'll add a new file, script.csx. Now it's CSX. Now it's reading this text as a code. Then we'll go here, and now if I select this, let's redo this all stuff. It's left here. Put file script, run script, and now we have a error here. Okay, unable to execute line 8020. I cannot property name Adobe Fastbox property group. Okay, so it failed to apply that Fastbox blur effect. Okay, we're just gonna take a screenshot of it like this. That's the workflow with the AI. Okay, capture, save to clipboard, and tell him that it's showing error. Solve this error. Hit OK and go to Gemini. It will take some time. Analyzing the image, finding out the problem and all this stuff. Okay, so just wait and it will give you a new code. Go here, go to VS Code, paste this, go to After Effects, delete this layer, run the script again, and now it's working. Okay, so if you go to File, Scripts, Run Script, and the script, so you can see it's working with the value of 50. That's the thing we wanted to do. So create a shape layer, hex code 000, and apply fastbox blur amount 50. And if I show the hex code, if I open VS Code, go to browser and hex codes, instead of going there, I will go to our color wheel by row. I go here and let's say I want this color in my solid. Okay, so I'll just copy this hex code. Okay, I copied this hex code. We'll go here and find the hex code here. So here's the hex code, like that. I'll save this. I'll delete this layer. And we have this. Wait a second. So this is the basic work of script. Okay, it will just create this, what to call it, layers and all. It's very basic. You can create this with any AI. Okay, okay, I'm using Gemini. And if you go to Gemini again and tell him that I just wanna create shape layer with hex code of hex code, then I will paste hex code and apply fastbox blur and turn it off. Okay, you can create 1000 shape layers with script. Okay, just by using script. Just make a script saying I want to create 1000 layers from the script, so it will automate that process. Just save this and go to D, and as you can see, it created shape layer with the hex code of this that we copied from the Adobe website. This hex code, it applied fastbox blur and turned it off. Okay, so this is the basic of scripts. Okay, now let's move on to ScriptUI panel. So second one is ScriptUI panel. ScriptUI So the script UI panel is same as script. It's just gonna have buttons. Okay, so if I go to Gemini again and I want a script UI panel, I want a script UI panel with in which user can input custom value, okay, custom values, and have control over things like color export and blur amount of fast box blur. Now it will create a script to UI panel. Okay, so for that we're gonna create a new file and I will name it script UI panel okay, dot .jsx. Now it's working on the code. We'll copy this code, paste that here and test it. Okay, and you will see how it's gonna work. Okay, okay, so code is ready. I will just copy this, paste that here, go to After Effects, from here file, okay, file, script, run script, and I will open this script tab. Now user can input its hex code here and create something like this. Now I will close this. I'll save this project, or let's leave it unsaved. I'll escape from here. I will close this After Effects, don't save, and I will copy this file. Okay, so I will copy this with the top and go to Finder. Okay, desktop application. From in application, I will go to After Effects Adobe 226. Okay, double click, go to scripts, script UI panels, and from here I will drop this here. So our name is script UI panel. I'll minimize this, go to After Effects again, restart it. Okay, now let's create a testing composition. Now go to window to access our new script UI panel, and here is the script that we just created. Okay, and click on it. It will open some panel like this. You can dock it anywhere you want, like here. Now let's test the function. Okay, so the basic you're gonna need is a composition. If you don't have any composition like this, it won't gonna work. So make sure you have composition. Create a shape layer. Now it's working. Okay, and it's working with values. Okay, it's taking blur value from here and hex code from here, so user can input hex code and blur amount before creating a shape layer. Now let's say we go here, go to Adobe Color Palette. I will copy this. I will input that new hex code here and blur to 75. Okay, as you can see the value is 75, and if I open the shape layer hex code, as you can see it's the same as here, so it's working. So this is the basic of ScriptUI panel. You can create how many buttons you want here. Okay, there is no limitation. And if I show the little bit advanced version of this, so I'll go here, open my prime script, I'll dock it here, and I will write prime here. Okay, now I will add a dummy image, a demo image. Okay, let's set this image. We'll scale this down to like 25 or like 15. Let's go with 15. Okay, and I will hide this image for now. Go to my prime script and create rig. Okay, now look at this. This is what you can do with ScriptUI panels. Okay, now you have everything here to control this box and the length. Okay, you can control the size, change the color. You can change this color too. If we set to white, okay, we have something like this. You can control everything from just one if I control. Then let's say I don't want this box on this text layer. Okay, I want it on my image right here. What I will do here is go to this prime UI box and set it to prime UI box. Okay, wait a second, not prime UI box, this thumbnail. Like this. Now I can change the setting. And you can change the size, right, like this. It's under development phase right now, so it has some glitch, but yeah, if I set this to 100, okay, wait a second though. Okay, so if I go to my project panel and drag this image here, scale this down to like 70%, turn on my script panel and add this, then you can see that it has created this bounding box or selection box around it. Currently it's just optimized for 1080p composition. The image is very large, like 4K, so it's not working properly, but we'll fix that in next phase. But for now it's enough for demonstrate how ScriptUI panels work. Okay, I will delete this. So this is what you can do with ScriptUI panels, like this. Close, close, close. And now the last thing, like you can take control. You can take control using ScriptUI panel. Okay, then the second last extension. Okay, so how it affects hello brother. Now you can you wanna see how things work in extension. Okay, so for the extension I have one example. If I go to extension, window extension, okay, I have this prime extension, and look at this. Okay, how complex this thing is. If I scale this up, see. Okay, this, it's a very large scale extension. So this is a demo extension. Okay, and if I show you the, what do you call it, the files. Okay, this looks simple, but the backend is kind of complex. So let me show you. If I go to, we'll go open applications, I guess, not applications, user, machine, library. Okay, then I guess in application support, Adobe, CEP, extensions, and here we have our prime extension. Okay, com.prime extension. I'll open this, and these are the codes. Okay, this what's going on behind this extension. Close this. So in this one, okay, we just have code. Okay, one line, one file, one code. Okay, this is the basic of script only. Okay, we have one file, one code. We have same thing here in ScriptUI panel. We have one file, one code. But there is another type of ScriptUI panel which gonna use FFX, which is like responsible for this thing. Let me show you. If I open my prime ScriptUI panel, okay, and create live rig, which this one requires two files. Okay, so the first one is script that we just learned from in first part. It will create JSX file, and the second one is FFX file. Okay, let me show what is FFX file. Okay, so if I go to my desktop, not desktop application, After Effects, okay, I will go to ScriptUI panels. Now the prime script that I'm using, and I showed you this one, requires another file which controls the effects and control panel thing. Okay, so these are the two files which are working together. This is our base code which has every function and all stuff, and what this file is doing is creating this custom, okay, custom effects control, what do you call it, I don't know what's the name of this thing, but it's responsible for this thing. Okay, and how you create this? From window extension and sudo. By using this extension, by using this, you can create custom effects and control panel thing like this. Okay, and let me close this. So there are two type of ScriptUI panels, one which has only one file, this thing, and another one is which has two files like this, which create something like this in effect controls. Okay, now let's move on to extension. Now extension has so many files, so many files. Okay, where first of all it's very complex. Okay, it's very complex. Second thing, you need subscription, 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 and basic coding language experience, or what you call it. You have to learn basic coding and all stuff. Okay, for creating composition, coding knowledge. Now, why I told you that you need subscription? Because these files are very large in code lines. Okay, like if I go here, you can see this has style SS, CSS, index HTML, and every panel. Like if I open my, where is this? If I place this here, so what's going on here is, let me close everything. Okay, first. So we have this folder structure. Okay, this is basic folder structure. You have CSX as folder here, in which you have like manifest XML. There is the main file. Okay, and then we have functions folder, which has modules. Now, what is modules? Modules are just code parts which are working behind these things. Like each one of these is a section which has its own UI, and this host GSX, which is showing this extension in After Effects. In JS, we have CS interface, which is connecting After Effects and this extension to work together properly. And in UI, we have these sections. Now, as you can see, we have comp viewer. Okay, so this is the comp viewer UI, and it has its own style CSS and UI HTML. Like this. So that's why I told you that you're gonna need subscription if you don't have like proper coding experience, because you have to write everything for each section. Okay, and if I go to Figma, you're gonna see something more complex. Gonna take a lot of time loading up this thing. Let's see. Okay, if I go to my older page or this page. Okay, so this is the wireframe of that thing. Okay, this is how you design your extension before even writing a single line of code, because you have to make it responsive, right? If I go here and I will reduce the size of this panel, you're gonna see how it's working. Okay, see, the size is too small to fit all the buttons, so it's showing this window too small error. And if I scale this up back, after crossing a certain size, it will allow you to use the panel. Okay, so it's it's restricting user to go too small, and if you wanna go big, it will leave this area as blank, because it don't need that much space. This is what to decide here in designing process and all. It's very complex. Like you have to plan every button, like what it's gonna do, what it gonna show error, like from function to error you have to plan everything from each button. Okay, so here we have this anchor point, this effect buttons, this number input and all stuff. So creating extension is very complex, so you better use AI or like take help of someone who know how to code, because if one of this file fails or get an error, okay, it's very hard to identify which file is throwing error. If you don't have any knowledge of coding, you're gonna mess up whole code. And the like complex thing is not the function. Okay, you can first create script UI panels which works perfectly. Okay, perform every function and tasks properly, then you can use that into this. But the main problem of extension is make UI responsive and make it look better, because then it becomes very complex. So these are the differences between like script only code. Okay, then we learned script UI panel, we created this, tested this, then I showed you extension and the backend thing. You're gonna need XML file and JSX file, okay, JS file, CSS file, HTML file. Okay, these are the files you're gonna need. And if you manage to write the code perfectly, it will show up in window. Okay, window extension, and you will see your extension here. If I go to motion 4, okay, this is the best example of perfect extension. Look at the responsiveness of this. It's adapting the size and all stuff. So this is the complex part. Okay, because when you create extension, it's very large. Okay, because you don't want to create like extension for this thing, like create rig and all stuff. Okay, there is no need to create extension for one button. You only create extension when you have like lots of function going on, complex thing and all stuff. Then you will gonna need extension and all stuff, because extension can handle multiple thing at once. So this is the basics of what you call it, one line code, like one file code, script panel, extension. Okay, extension is not for beginners or intermediates, or rarely we create extensions. Okay, because it takes so much time to create, and you will get frustrated while creating it if you don't have knowledge of coding. And not just one language, you need knowledge of multiple core languages. If you have team, you can create your extension. You can divide the work in team. But if you are making it alone, you're gonna be so frustrated that you will quit in mid project. Okay. So you can create this too with any AI. Okay. You can use Claude, you can use Gemini, you can use ChatGPT, but I don't recommend ChatGPT because it's so irritating. It gonna show you errors and it will forget the key code in middle of the chat. So I'm not using. So use Gemini. Okay. Gemini for script only code, script UI code, and extension. You can create extension like UI, extensions UI in Gemini with the help of Gemini. Okay. It will show the preview also. It will become very easier for you. So the best workflow, if you want to create extension, okay, the best workflow will create your script UI panel, okay, first. Then you can extract the functions of this and use that behind the button of this extension, okay. So you just have to create UI and you can connect script UI panel to its buttons. Now in last we have plugins, okay. So what is plugin? You can just go by apply Sapphire. As you can see, this what we call plugin. Okay, it's effect plugin. It's called plugin, and it's very hard. You can't just use any AI to make plugin. You need professionals for this. So if someone is saying he created plugin, okay, his might be 99% of them are lying. Okay, they have created this one of these. Okay, script only code, script UI panel or extension. There is not a single person who claims he created a plugin. The plugin is not this. The plugin is not this. This is not plugin. This is script UI panel. This is extension. Okay. So yes, this is the basics and things you will gonna face, all the problems and all thing. I'll close this and I will come back in few minutes. Okay.
Used to be the kid.
We have a problem, I guess. Someone just texted me, bro. Wait a second. Someone just texted me. Let me open a random project for now, okay? Don't save, bro. Don't save. Don't save. Yeah, I guess we have to stop this live here. Mm, okay, so I'll see you tomorrow with this video. Okay, we're gonna recreate this video from tomorrow. Okay, bye bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow's live stream. Okay, thanks for watching and bye bye. Do subscribe.